You need to step back.
I ain't stepping back. You're on my place. Get the hell out of here now.
All right. You need to step back.
You understand that?
You need to step back.
Get the hell out of here now.
Back in March of 2024, I brought you a story that honestly shocked a lot of people, including me.
You put your hands on me.
Turn around.
And I'm taking your head off. You understand that, son?
A 76-year-old man standing on his own property in Oilton, Oklahoma, attacked by the very officer who was supposed to protect him. We broke that story right here on this channel, and that video ended up being seen by over 1 million people. Well, now there's been a major update. That same officer, the one from the video, has now been criminally charged. And not just for that one incident, but for multiple crimes, and one that is much, much darker. So let's take a step back and go through what's happened since then and talk about what this means, not just for that 76-year-old man, but for police accountability in small-town America. Let's rewind to early 2024. Oilton is a tiny town, just over 1,000 people tucked into Creek County, Oklahoma. It's the kind of place where everybody knows everybody. But on one quiet day, a 76-year-old man named Willard Walbridge ended up in the news for all the wrong reasons. Footage surfaced showing Oilton Police Sergeant Joseph Beers, yes, that's his real name, confronting Walbridge outside his home. The situation escalated fast.
Right now,
you're
going to be the one that's going to be the one that loses, okay? So you need to step back, okay?
I won't be the one. Hey, I ain't stepping back from nothing.
You need to step back.
Son, I'll take your damn head off.
Okay? You need to step back.
I ain't stepping back. You're on my
907
place.
County.
You're on my place. Get the hell out of here now.
All right. You need to step back.
You understand that?
You need to step back.
Get the hell out of here now. You're on my place.
Okay.
You interrupted.
Do we want to go this way?
Do you want to go this way?
I was making contact with somebody
Go
that
ahead,
was
put your
soliciting,
hands
and I
on
have
me. Watch me.
another suspect here that's starting to get irate. I'm probably going to have to go hands on. All right. Keep your hands out of your pockets.
No. You're on my place. I ain't getting my hands out of nothing.
Let me explain something to you, okay? I'm dealing with something totally different, okay? Whether it's in the county or not in the county, it started in the city, okay? That's where we are. I'm going to be straight to the point.
Did you ask my permission?
I do not have to have your permission.
Place? You damn sure do. This is my place.
I'm going to tell you one more time to step back, okay?
This is my place.
Step back.
I'm not stepping back. You get the hell in your truck and get out here now.
Do you guys know him? You guys want to come try to talk to him before he goes in? What was that? Well, I'm dealing with another issue, so.
You fixing to deal with an issue.
All right. Turn around, place your hands behind your back. Turn around and place your hands.
You put your hands in my.
Turn around.
I'm taking your head off. Now, you understand that, son?
907 County, can you see me a drum right unit? Turn around, place your hands behind your back.
No.
Turn around and place your hands behind your back.
Get the hell off my place.
Turn around. Stay in that car.
Get the hell off my place.
Okay. Turn around and place your hands behind your back. That is a lawful order.
Beers pushed the elderly man backwards, knocking him down right there on his own property.
You put your hands on me.
Turn around.
I'm taking your head off. You understand that, son?
Turn around. Place your hands. Well, your husband does not want to listen. Hey, he needs nitro. They're coming.
People were outraged. I covered it in detail back in March of last year, showing the video.
You're on my place. Get the hell out of here now. I'm taking your head off. Now, you understand that, son?
Turn around and place your hands behind your back.
No.
Turn around and place your hands behind your back.
Get the hell off my place.
We're looking at some body cam footage from Oilton, Oklahoma, where a police officer comes onto this man's property. He's a 76-year-old veteran. He demands that the officer leave his property. The officer refuses and instead ends up using physical violence against this man. Identifying all the constitutional violations the officer was engaging in, especially considering his use of force against an elderly man, the location in which it occurred, during circumstances that Mr. Walbridge wasn't even posing a threat. Here are the important facts. This was a 76-year-old man Violence was used against him on his own property after the man had asked police officers to leave. So down to the very basic constitutional law, when police officers come onto your property, they're really only allowed to engage in a knock and talk if they don't have a warrant or they don't have voluntary consent, which they clearly did not have here. A knock and talk is a consensual encounter. So if they want to come on this guy's property, especially in his driveway, they have to do it just like a Girl Scout would selling cookies. They don't have any rights greater than a Girl Scout selling cookies to remain on this guy's property unless they have a warrant. When this guy asked this officer to leave, he should have left. There was no emergency occurring thereon that would override the basic requirement for a warrant and the Fourth Amendment protections that protect our homes. An investigation about people selling solar panels without a permit is not going to qualify as an emergency or an exigency sufficient here. This was terrible police work, in my opinion. It was several different Fourth Amendment violations, including excessive force, but also unreasonable search and seizure for remaining on this guy's property, for seizing him on his property, which very well could be the curtilage, in my opinion, without a warrant. So not long after the video came out, Beers resigned from the Oilton Police Department, and for a while that seemed to be the end of it. But behind the scenes, investigators were apparently just getting started. So fast forward to fall of 2025, the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation has officially charged former officer Joseph Beers with multiple crimes. According to News on 6 and KTUL, the charges include assault for this altercation with this 76-year-old man.
Joseph Beers is charged in Creek County with aggravated assault, trespassing, and kidnapping. According to the affidavit, the then Oilton police sergeant was acting out of his jurisdiction when he slammed 76-year-old Willard Walbridge Jr. to the ground, causing a heart incident that hospitalized him.
But it turns out that's only part of the story. The same officer is also accused of something much darker. Before he ever worked in Oilton, Beers had been an officer in another Oklahoma town called Enola. And according to investigators, there's an active case from that department where Beers is accused of sexually assaulting a woman while he was on duty back in 2019.
The next day, Rogers County prosecutors charged Beers with rape for an alleged incident in 2019. Prior to his time in Oilton, Beers was an Inola police officer. According to documents, the victim had been drinking in Tulsa's Brookside and attempted to drive home but pulled over instead. She was allegedly later awakened by Beers, who told her she, quote, had a lot to lose. The victim says Beers told her he would allow her parents to pick her up if he could touch her. Beers told investigators he thought it was consensual. It's unclear why criminal charges are filed 6 years later or how much was known about the alleged rape when Beers got the job in Oilton.
When that original video came out last year, people asked, why did this police officer think that he could just walk onto someone's property and shove an old man? Well, now we might be seeing the answer. It wasn't just one bad day. It looks like a pattern of abuse of authority, a pattern of someone who thought that the badge gave him the right to cross the line. The OSBI investigation suggests that Beers may have used his position first in Enola and then later in Oilton to intimidate or hurt people who couldn't fight back. And that's what makes this case so important, because these small town departments, they don't have the kind of oversight that large city police forces do. Many of them have no body cams, no internal affairs, no real checks and balances. So when something like this happens, it often takes citizens like you to share the public outrage to get anyone to take it seriously. And that's exactly what happened here. If the video footage itself had not been made public and shared, if the people had not spoken out, it's hard to imagine that these charges ever would have even come to light. So where does it go from here? Beers now faces assault charges for what happened in Oilton and separate charges for sexual battery related to the earlier Enola case. He's no longer wearing a badge. Hopefully, if anything, he's wearing handcuffs. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation says that their work isn't over. They're still building cases and coordinating with prosecutors in both of these counties. And we'll have to watch and see if there are any federal civil rights charges that come next. Because using law enforcement authority to violate the Constitution and to commit crimes is also a violation of federal law. This story isn't just about one bad cop in a small town. It's about what happens when accountability fails. When an officer crosses the line once and nothing's done about it, it sends a message that he can do it again. This case proves why video evidence, community pressure, and transparency matter. Because without those things, this guy might still be wearing a badge somewhere else right now today. So if you saw that first video back in March of 2024, this is your update. Justice catching up with this guy, albeit very slowly. I'll keep following this story and bring you updates if I hear any, and you can follow along by subscribing both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. You can follow me on X at JohnBryanESQ. Remember, our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.